4 as well as day 5 I'm gonna cover. So I'm gonna cover it in this format to give you a better analyzed part of it, and then for day 6 and 7 I will cover that on Saturday. So let's discuss what happened. So at the World Championship for day 4, I'm gonna give you guys the scheduling and the results of the events accordingly. So for day 5 updates, we basically had the results for the 4-day competition and the 13 events that began from 6:15 to 9 Pacific time, 9:15, right? So for day 4, this is what we had. So for the morning session, we had the women's final marathon. It was very good. Godstom from Ethiopia won a time of 2 hours and 28 and 18 and 11 seconds, winning in second place. First place you got that, and then second place you got Judith Bestival Curry from Kenya with a time of 2 hours and 18 and 20 seconds, which is a season's best for her. And then Loha Chemftista from Israel got a time of 2 hours and 20 minutes and 18 seconds. So let's move on to the women's decathlon. So for the women's decathlon, we had Nasru Naham from Belgium with a mark of 6:59 mark, which earned her a points of 1,036 points. For second place from Switzerland, we had Anneke Kellen with a mark of 6:56 mark, which gives her 1,027 points. And then for third place, we have Anneke Victor from the Netherlands with a time of mark. Sorry, I keep forgetting decathlon. These are the long jump. I keep forgetting about that because the decathlon is different events into one. So the mark is 6:52 PB, which is the season's best with 1,014 points. That is your winners for each of this for the results. So next we have the women's javelin throw decathlon, which you had result group A, which is Anna Hall became the first, if I'm not mistaken, she's the first woman to on the throw to get 45-75 PB mark with a points of 778. Second place we have Kendall Williams from the US as well, which marks a 43.80 season's best with points of 740. And then point 3 we have third place we have Adriana Sluki from Poland for 41.63 season best mark with a 699 points. So for group B, we also have Anna Volk Victor from the Netherlands with a mark of 58.29 mark, which the points is 1,021. And then second place we have Emma from the Netherlands, 54.03 season's best mark with a points of 938 points. And then for third place we have Naxiku Team from Belgium, 53.01 season's best with a mark of 919 points. Okay, so this was our morning session. Okay guys, so if you could see the times, the points that they have won by each event, and the results of the women decathlon and the long jump group A and group B. So now let's move on to the afternoon session, where we started getting very excited. Like I said, I was so excited that to see the men's 200 heats. That was definitely the homework for me, I would say. So for the men's 200 heats, so we had the story of the sensational athlete Arian Knighton, which leads the American into the 200 men's semifinal. So for the result for the first qualifier, we have Joseph Fembule from Libya, because he's running for Liberia. He was also the NCAA champion in the 100 as well as the 200. Then we have Koki Jua from Japan with a time of 20.26, and then Jerome Blake from Canada got 20.30 for Heat 2. Qualifying Jerheim Richards from Trinidad Tobago got a 20.35 in the 200, heading to the semifinal. Then we have Arian Brown in Canada, which ran a 20.60, and then Soka from Japan, Shotka from Japan, got a 20.72 for Heat 3. The qualifying Arian Knight from the United States ran a 20.01. Laxo Adams from South Africa runs a 20.10, and then Nathaniel Mitchell Blake from the United Kingdom runs a 20.11. And then for the fourth qualifying round, we have Alexander Grigo from Dominican Republic ran a 20.01. So he had the similar time as Arian Knighton. And then we had Kenneth Benerick from the US, which ran a 20.35. And then we have Tersen Garcia, who won from Uganda with a 20.44 for Heat 5. Then for the qualifying rounds, we have Fred Curley from the United States, who ran a 20.17 seconds in the 200. And then Sempio Demio from South Africa ran a 20.29. We have Julius from Nigeria runs a 20.34. And then for the sixth qualifying round, we have Philip Toru from Italy with a time of 20.18 seconds, and Guy Maglinda from Goria Gabon runs a 20.44, and Caleb Law from Australia runs a 20.50 seconds. And then for the last heat, which is from Heat 7 qualifying, you have Noah Lyles from the United States, who runs a 19.98. Rashid Dyard from Jamaica runs a 20.29, and Zheng He from China runs a 20.30. These were your qualifying rounds for the men's, heading to the semifinal, the heats from the semifinals. Okay, guys. So now let's move on to the women's discus throw. So for the women's, like my prediction, I wanted to make a prediction. Like I said, I already knew what was gonna happen, but the battle was definitely between Noah Lyles and what's his name, Arian Knighton. But also, let's not forget that Kung Fu Kenny, which is what he's named, is the silver medalist. He edged out Noah Lyles to win the silver medal. He ended up getting the bronze, Noah Lyles, and Kenny ended up getting the silver. And then what's his name from Canada? I forgot his name, but he's the Olympic champion. So now let's look for the women discus qualification. So Group A, we have Velzi Alman from the United States with a 68.36 meters. Shani Kraft from Germany got a meters of 64.55 meters, and Beng Feng from China runs a times a 64.01 meters, and then Lucio Toscaga from United States runs a 62.85 throw, and Corvilla Tanju Morja Tolga runs a throws a 61.46, and Letria Seek from Portugal throws a 61.41. That is your qualifying round qualifier for Group A. Group B is Drova Vinkles from Netherlands, throws a 65.66 meters. Yemin Perez from Cuba throws a 65.32. Claudian Victor from Germany throws a 64.98, and Carcio Prezula from Germany throws a 64.39. And then lastly we have Malin Roberts from France, throws a 61.29. So that is for your qualifying round for Group A and Group B. Now let's move to the men's final for the men's high jump. So for the high jump, here was the results. From Qatar, Muniz added from a gold. So let's look at it. Mutan Ista from Bersum from Qatar. For the high jump, it was 2.37 meters. Second place got Sengwoo Woo from Korea, got a 2.35 meters, and Andriy Kusta from Ukraine got a 2 meters and 33 meters. Okay, and these are the other names. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but that's just what it is. Then this is my most interesting part. So we had the women's 200 as well. So for the women's 200 was pretty crazy. We had the first qualifying round where we have Sharika Jackson from Jamaica runs a 22.33 seconds. Then we have Gabriela Encho from Ecuador runs a 22.58. And then Delilah Kendrick from Italy runs a 22.75. And then Jessica Irba from Germany runs a 22.87. And then Rosemary Chongfa from Nigeria runs a 22.93. And then Edavis Ofun got a 22.98 seconds. So that is for your first round qualifying. For your second qualifying round, we had the Patricia Nolman from 27 seconds. Then we have the double Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah from Jamaica, got a 22.41, right? And then lastly we have Elia Korstofa from Denmark, 22.85, and then Jolia Lloyd and then Ansisha Foy runs a 22.98 for each. Then for Heat 3, we have Asochu Zehi from Nigeria runs she runs the fastest time for the Heat with a 21.98. Some people ran some people ran too fast for the semifinal or even the qualifying rounds, because they should either save some energy before they get to semifinals and then finals. And then we have the queen of the track for the 100 meters as well as 200. Shelly Ann Fraser Price runs a 22.28. Victoria Krista Rose from Brazil got a 22.84, and that makes up Heat 3. For Heat 4, we have Tamara Clark from the United States, runs a 22.27. Dina Asher Smith from the United Kingdom runs a 22.58. Natia Gitter from Bahamas got a 22.61. Gina Bass from Gambia, 22.78. Right? And then Joseph from Lavore, 22.89, which makes up qualifying round number 4. So for Heat 5 qualifier, we have the sensational Abby Steiner from the United States with a 22:26. She is also, I think, the NCAA athlete for 100 and 200, if I'm not mistaken. So she ran her whole NCAA season and then came back and run at Worlds. So big up to her. Congratulations to her for even making the finals and holding on, which is pretty good. Then we have Majusa Kembunji from Switzerland with a 22:34. And then we have Kosofo Garcia from Nigeria. Grace from 22:61 seconds. And then for the last year qualifier, we have Favor Ofili from Nigeria for 22:24. Gina Prendini from the United States with a 22:38. And then Juskia Besker from Australia, 22 seconds. So this makes up the first qualifying rounds for the women's 200 meters. So I was pretty shocked that one of the athletes ran so fast in the first round of but then again, that's gonna affect you once you get to while the rounds keep rounding up, you're gonna get tired at a point. So that's another thing that some athletes need to, definitely look out for. Okay? So now let's move on to the women's final triple jump. So for the women's final triple jump, this is who we have for first place. So for first place, we have Holmimor Rojas, 15:47 meters from Venezuela. Sharika Shenjika Rixi from Jamaica, 14:89 meters. And then Tori Franklin from the United States, which makes up your first, second, and third athletes. And then for the bottom fourth and the rest, from Cuba, we have Perez Hernandez. We have Tia Lenlorf from Dominica. We have Cliff Orfijin from the United States. So everybody else did well, but these were your top medals, 1, 2, and 3. Then we start looking at the women's decathlon, which had the 800 decathlon. So we had athletes like Anna Hall, who took place in the decathlon for bronze. Her story to earn bronze, first American to make the medal for the decathlon since 2001. So that is a big deal. She is the first athlete to win the decathlon by winning a bronze. She ended up getting a medal since she surpassed a lot of Americans that hasn't won the decathlon since 2001. She ran a time of 2:22:6 and 67 seconds, which is pretty good, And now we're gonna move on to the decathlon final points. So we have Nasju Dushum from Belgium, 6,947. So the cool thing about the decathlon people don't realize is you run each event, like let's say 100, 200, 300, 400, 800. I don't know if they run hurdles. If I'm not mistaken. But all together, when they add up all these points, that's how you end up winning. So Anna Hall basically got third place, putting her at 6,755 points. Annaku Victor from Netherlands got 6,867, and then Naskishu Teham from Belgium got 6,947. And then the honorable mentions is Anadria Sluk from Poland got 6,672, and then Vorz Victor from Belgium got 6,559. Now we're gonna briefly look at the men's steeplechase, which is the 3,000 steeplechase. So the comeback for a Poland, Evan Jagger improving as the run as credible for 6. For the steeplechase, Sophia L. Berkeley becomes the first Markorian to win the gold in the men's team. So he's the first man to do that. So big ups to him. Congratulations to him. And we definitely got like a Kenya, Ethiopia, and Morocco. So congratulations to that. Now we're gonna move on to the women's 1500 meter finals, where we had a sensational times. Faith Kipyog from Kenya won the final, and then Gulef Astoge from Ethiopia got second, and then Luna Nuro from United Kingdom got third. So it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. Look at the times. I don't want to spend too much time, but there's a lot of things that happen in day 4. So yeah, these were everything that has happened for day these were all that happened in day 4, which was pretty good. We had the men's first round of the 200. We had the second round of the woman. We had the second part, which is the women's 200 round, and then we saw what happened a couple days for the women's 400 semifinal before, and then we also had the Jamaicans for day 3. What went down? They went 1, 2, 3, which is something historic that no other country has done before. So congratulations to not only Jamaica, but I can't wait to see what they're gonna do in the 200. So I'll be seeing you guys in the next video for day 5, and then we will close out for day 5, and then tomorrow we will cover day 6 and 7, and then for the rest of the week we will cover the rest of the other weeks. Okay guys, as always guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe for more track and field news. You guys can always find the connection and link to my podcast, so when we talk about more track and field news. So this was day 4. I'll see you guys in day 5, and then that's it guys. See you guys soon. As always, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.